Well, the Premier League isn't over just yet, but you know we like to hypothetically put things in scenarios. Stevie Nicol knows this for sure. So, Stevie, I want to pick your brain, and I want you to give me your top five players of the year. Now, there can only be one player of the year. We'll get there, but the others in contention from fifth straight to one. Well, there you go. From fifth straight to first, I want you to let me know who are your picks, starting with number 5.
No, I'll tell you where I'm going to start.
Okay.
I'm going to start at number 4.
At number 4?
Number 4, yeah. And I'm going to say Harry Kane.
Why are we starting at 4?
Well, you'll find out if you just bear with me.
All right. We'll bear with Stevie.
You know what? Perennial goal scorer. He is the leader of Tottenham Hotspur. You see what happens to them when he doesn't play. And again, what?
Heung-min comes in.
17 goals in 26 games. Is there anybody as good as that in the Premier League? Not quite.
But he's still only your number 4.
He's still only number 4. Well, that tells you how good the rest are going to be.
That's very true.
Number 3, Sergio Aguero.
What?
We're talking goals.
At the rate that he's been going.
We're talking goals here. And Sergio Aguero, it's a toss of a coin almost, whether you have Kane as centre forward or Aguero as centre forward. But for me, Sergio Aguero just tops it. I mean, he's taken City already to the Premier League title. And he's going to be one of the main reasons why they may win it again this year.
You giving up on Liverpool already, Stevie?
I never said that. I said may.
May.
The word was may.
May. All right. Let's go into number 2 then.
Number 2. Raheem Sterling.
Ooh. I'm looking at the names here, and it's hard to beat this one right here, but carry on.
Yeah, it's difficult to come up with a player who's improved as much. Which could be a reason why he would be some people's number 1. But there's no doubt, as far as assists goes, as far as scoring goals is concerned, you know, I thought at the start of the season he had reached his peak, but it actually seems to be getting better. And every time you see him playing, he does something else that you never used to see, whether it's walking past the player or a better first touch. And as I've already mentioned the goals, and I've already mentioned the assists. Listen, I'll go back to number 5 before you give you number 1. Number 5 has to be, and there's nobody there. I've just pressed the buzzer.
You got to press one of these guys
Fernandinho from Manchester City.
Oh, so not anybody here at all.
Listen, Mohamed Salah, yes, has 17 goals, but he hasn't been at his best. He possibly should have.
Though. It's only since February 9th.
No, I'm sorry. He really hasn't been that convincing all season. But he does have 17 goals, which probably tells you more about. So it's not even making better. Exactly. Tells you more about the team he's playing for rather than him himself. Andrew Robertson has been fantastic. Yes. Yep. He's got a large amount of assists, but he doesn't have any goals. To get into this top 5, he would have to add goals. He's not far off it. That's just a step he has to take. Alisson, Becker in goal. I mean, you talk about as safe as houses. Just not enough to get in the top 5. But yes, is there any other goalkeeper in the Premier League I want in my sticks? No, he's the one I want. Heung-min, a little up and down. When he's great, he's brilliant, and when he's down, he's down. And that's why he doesn't get in the fight. Paul Pogba.
I was just about to say, no love for Paul.
An incredible 3 months.
But
3 months since Solskjaer came. But before that...
It wasn't all his fault, though.
No, it wasn't all his fault. But you can't win Player of the Year if for 6 months you've done nothing. In fact, for most of that 6 months, you haven't been on the field. So, unfortunately, as good as he's been since Solskjaer came, he doesn't make it. Eden Hazard, fantastic player.
In the team that Chelsea has been struggling with, I guess, for most of the season. The
most important player at Chelsea by a mile, but not enough. His team's, what, in 6th place in the Premier League? If Chelsea was sitting top of the league, then he might be sitting top of the top 5. But he doesn't get into it.
And so
the winner has to be...
number 1, dun, dun, dun.
Has to be Virgil Van Dijk. I mean, you know... Do you know how good I think this guy is? There has not been a better centre forward centre back in English football since Alan Hansen than this guy. It absolutely reminds me of the legend that is Alan Hansen, and the fact that Liverpool without this guy would not but anywhere close to winning the Premier League, is why he's at number 1. You could say the same about Raheem Sterling. You could say the same thing about Sergio Aguero. Harry Kane, you could say is a reason why Tottenham may one day get there. Fernandinho is a reason why, well, he will be a main reason why City win the Premier League, but not the biggest reason. If Liverpool win the Premier League this year,
it's because of this man right here.
Because of this guy right here. Not just because of the way he plays the game, not just because he smokes a cigar when he's playing, but the influence he has in the whole team.
And that presence that he gives.
That presence.
It counts.
So, tough pick in the top 5. I thought the number 1 was the easiest. And as I said, for me, Fernandinho has to be involved because he's a huge part of the puzzle for Manchester City.
Stevie Nicol choosing a defender as his player of the year. Not very surprising there. But here's a little trivia for you, Stevie. Okay. When's the last time a defender won the Football Writers Player of the Year award?
I don't know.
Take a guess. I'll give you. He's probably this dapper-looking man from Scotland. Also of Liverpool.
Earl Willie.
You, Stevie Nicol. It was Stevie Nicol the last time. So a defender choosing a defender. There you have it. Stevie Nicol is going with Virgil Van Dijk.